one athlete actually made, do I say, the escape from Nigeria and the constraints that, basically bedevil many of these athletes, prevent them from reaching the very top of their craft. I'm talking about Elizabeth Oshoba. She's a boxer who is currently the WBC silver featherweight champion and a former Commonwealth Olympic silver medalist for Nigeria. Her career continues to grow in leaps and bounds ever since she turned professional. In her 8th professional fight, she has won 8 of them. 5 of them, stopping 5 of her opponents, and just last weekend as well, she defeated her Argentine counterpart, knocking her down, and she's looking really, really good on the international phase. And there are those who argue that she is probably, alongside Ifeanyi Jagba, I think we said it on this show, probably the most high-profile Nigerian boxer in the international boxing circles right now. And she joins us right now live from Bristol in the United Kingdom, where she's currently based. Elizabeth Oshoba, thank you so much for joining us tonight on Game On. It's an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Welcome. And the guys here are absolutely applauding you. You had a brilliant performance over the weekend, defeating your Argentine opponent, stopping her. Tell us, it's been a long, hard, arduous journey. Just want to start from the very start. How did you even get into boxing? It's tough for men to get into boxing, but I mean, someone who is obviously as talented and obviously as good looking as you, I'm not sure the parental support must have been forthcoming in the early stages. Was it?
Yeah, exactly. Like I started, let me say, 12 years ago. In a very local area like that, Igbo-Ilu at Ogun State. I was like, let me say I was 12, I think, yeah. So I started boxing. Actually, I don't really like boxing in the first place.
Oh, really?
Because I was just like, yeah, I was like, my face. I'm a sport lover. I do sports. I play football then. I play table tennis. I like playing those things. I like doing sports, running, all those kind of things. I like doing it, but being into boxing is something that was like, I don't want anything that is going to spoil my, fine face you get. So
when did you make this transition into boxing? At what point did you decide that, boxing is for me?
Yeah, one evening, like my brother just came in. It was just like, I saw a boxing gym in one local area, though I live in a very local area, poor area like that. So he just came in and was like, he saw a girl, she looks like me, blah, blah. So I was like, no, I'm not doing boxing. I don't want my face to spoil. I don't want them to spoil my face. But my dad and my parents actually, like they are someone, they really like sports. I think they do sports when they were young too, so they like sports. They like us doing sports. Even when I was playing ball then, my mom would be like, okay, go. I'll tell her I want to go and play with the guys in the streets. She'll be like, okay, go and play. So then my brother just told my dad. My dad was like, okay. Then he just deceived me one afternoon like that, okay, I should just jump in the car. We want to go to somewhere. Then I followed him. Then he took me to the gym, to the boxing gym. So on getting there, I don't have choice, I could not run again. I could not do anything. So something that surprised me was like I saw young girls doing this thing. So I was just like, wow. Oh, so if this girl saw me outside now, will she beat me? No, I won't let this happen. So that was how I started. Then I developed interest in it. Then I started the first day. I used the coach clothes like that and his shoes. Then I started liking it. I was like, wow, girls are doing this thing, eh? Okay, so if this one see me outside now, she now say she'll beat me and she'll go scot-free. No, I can do this. So that's how I started. That's how everything started, actually.
And it's been an amazing journey right now. Competing at the Commonwealth Games for Nigeria, that probably was one of the highlights of your career. But tell us, how was it? Competing for Nigeria, wearing Nigeria on your jersey, hearing the national anthem, hearing Elizabeth Oshoba competing for Nigeria. What was the feeling like?
Like, like the first time I represented Nigeria, it was it's just like my happiest moment ever. Like, being in that place, like seeing a lot of people cheering me up, wearing that green, white, green, and, it's kind of, it's so like it's an happy moment for me. I was very happy. Like I couldn't believe I could get there, starting like that, boxing like that, like something I don't really want to do. You understand? I don't know I could get to that stage. So it was the first time representing Nigeria. So it was an happy moment for me. Like the great thing, like the good thing that has ever happened to me. Then that was it. So I was happy seeing myself on the big stage. Then I was like, wow. Then I'll remember how my family is, like the situation of home. Then I'll be like, wow. So I'm the one that is gonna change this name, like this dirty name, this poor thing of a thing. Like, okay. So I was very happy. Then I kept on doing it. I feel like, no, I'm not gonna give up. Like, I love this. Wow.
Well,
so that's it.
Trust me, you've taken the family name Oshoba International now. You're regarded as Nigeria's finest female boxer on the international boxing circuit. But at what point did you decide that you were going to turn professional? What prompted you to turn professional?
Actually, like I've been into it for like 12 years, like I said, and I've been in amateur, like I've been representing Nigeria. And so I was waiting for the Olympics, like the last Olympics. I'm supposed to go because I qualified for the national team. I'm already in camp. It's just for us to go, boxing to go for the qualifier. Then they just, governments, there was like, there is no money for boxing to go for the Olympic qualifier in Senegal. Then I think, yeah, I'm talking about the last. So then we missed it. We missed the Olympic, unfortunately, because we did not go to the qualifiers. Then we couldn't go to the Olympics. So then that was what I was waiting for. I was trying to wait for the Olympics. Then I'm gonna turn pro because I've been having these feelings like I want to turn professionals. You understand? Like at least to give young upcoming ones some space as well to fill in the gap for the amateur. I think it's time for me to go for the professionals. Like I've got a lot of fight in the amateurs. Like I've got a lot of records, So I just felt, okay, I need to turn professional. So when I missed the Olympics, so I was just like, okay, I think it's time for me. After the Commonwealth Games, when I came back from the Commonwealth Games, then I think, because I have this feelings that is where I belong, you understand? I need to go for this professional. That's where I belong to. I've been wanting to turn pro, but I just want to make my profile to get to some certain level.
Okay.
So then after the Commonwealth Games, I realized I think it's time.
It's time for you to turn pro. The guys in the studio here also have questions for you as well. Oye?
Okay.
Yeah, Elizabeth, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have made us so proud, and we wish you all the best. My question is very simple as always. You talked about the last Olympic Games when you are supposed to go for the qualifiers, and the lack of funding denied you of that opportunity. Has there been a stage in your career where such a thing happened and you wanted to give up? It could be that event, it could be any other event. Then secondly, you have been in Nigeria in your amateur career for some time now. You are now a professional. What is the difference? You are in Bristol, United Kingdom, you are in Europe. What's the difference between the environment here and over there? So that maybe we can learn one or two things. Maybe the Boxing Federation could pick up one or two things, because it seems that people don't put on their thinking caps here.
Yeah, actually it happens to me. Like the first question you asked, like lack of funding at times, like I feel like, boxing is not easy. You have to make weight, you have to be on diet, and after doing all those things and training for months, and they will just come and say, you guys are not going for the competition again because of lack of funding or one or two reasons that the federation is not, you understand, the government is not. So at times I'll just feel like, oh, what's all, you feel, I'll feel frustrated. Like, then you feel like you want to give up, Then I think my parents did a lot, like they did a lot in my life. Like anytime I feel like giving up or anytime something happens, a lot, like people discouraging you or things or lack of fund. If it's not even from the government, like lack of fund going to and fro, all those kind of stuff, you understand? Like someone being poor, not having fare to go to the gym, at times you walk, a long distance to go because you want to train, you understand. At times I'll get frustrated and I'll get tired. I'll be like, I want to give up. But my parents will say, no, you have to go. Why are you not going to training? Anytime I just sleep or I'm just home, I don't want to go to training. I just feel like I don't want to go to training. My mom, especially my mom, she'll just feel like, why are you not going to training? What happened? No, start going. If I said, Mom, I don't want to, no, you have to go, start going. Except only I said, I'm not feeling fine. She'll get me drugs, she'll get me everything. And when I'm fine, she tell me, yeah, come and start going to training. You understand? They are my motivation. They are the ones that motivate me and encourage me more anytime I feel like giving up.
But the second question was, what's the difference now? I mean, back when you were operating in Nigeria and now that you're operating in the United Kingdom, but what's the difference like in terms of environment and in terms of facilities, support?
The difference like is very, very clear. Like it's a lot more difference. Like due to training facilities, lack of funds, support, even from people around you. Most people in our country, Nigeria, most people just like, they will just be like discouraging. Like, you understand, it's people that discourage are a lot more than people that encourage. But here they encourage a lot. Even when you lose, they will embrace you. You understand, they will show you love, they will show you support. They will tell you these words of encouragement, not like back home. When you lose, they only like when you are winning. They only appreciate you in your winning season. When anytime you lose or you fall back, they'll be the one to first, you understand, discourage you and talk bad at you. You get. And yeah, there's a lot more facilities, training facilities, equipment, not back home in Nigeria. Like, we just profit, we just use anything we see. This place, there is a lot more facilities. But I think back home, we've got a lot of good coaches, good boxers, good athletes, but it's just that we are lack of facilities, lack of training equipment, lack of support from the government. I think that is what we are lacking. With that, like, even without that, all that they have here, and we are still performing very well. At some point, we are still performing. We are still performing to some certain level, you know. Not to not we have those things that they have here as well. We have the support, the full support from the government, the facilities, training facilities, and equipment. If we have those things, don't you think we are going to be ahead of these people, like
I totally
far
agree.
Away from them.
I think we'd be way ahead of these other countries if we had
so
the kind of facilities.
That's what I see. Yeah, not that they are better than us. It's just that how they make them look better. You understand?
And the kind of support and facilities
that
they have.
Support they give them. Yes. So that's it.
You have a question?
All right, Elizabeth, a fantastic conversation so far, and we are really excited about the great work you're doing. Well, I'm going to look at your featherweight category. You're very, very consistent. Yet to taste a defeat. 8 fights, 5 of them are by knockout, and it begins to interest me to ask you, who is your role model in boxing? Who do you model after? We've seen lots of interesting boxers in time past. Even currently, you're very good with knockouts. Is there anyone you're looking at as a role model for you? And secondly, what are you doing at the moment towards giving back? I mean, to boxers back home who might be looking forward to go through your line or see you as a motivator in the sport.
Charlie, like, I've got a lot of role models like Claressa Shields, Anthony Joshua, and Mike Tyson. So a lot more like that. I watched a lot of Claressa Shields fight because she's a tough fighter and she doesn't give up. Like, she give it all out. Like, she doesn't play on the ring. Yeah. So that's my role model. Then Anthony Joshua, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. So those are my role models in boxing. And I'm trying to I'm trying to have this foundation, my own foundation, maybe later in the future, to support the upcoming ones, like to support the people out there, because I know in Nigeria, back home, like, we've got a lot of boxers, a lot of athletes, young ones that are willing to showcase their talents, but it's just because due to lack of facilities, lack of support, some of them don't really show how talented they are. They don't bring out their talent. They start doing some other things, you understand? So maybe later in the future, God's willing, I pray to God's make me like that. So I want to have Elizabeth Foundation.
Yeah. We'll look forward to that.
Elizabeth Oshoba Foundation to help the upcoming ones to discover their talents. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Elizabeth. We are hard pressed for time, but finally, before we let you go, you are the WBC silver featherweight champion. When can we expect to see you fight for the title proper and become a full world champion?
Very soon, it's near, very, very soon. And I'm working at we'll announce the fight date. I need to defend my WBC title first, silver title first. Then after I'll go for the WBC world title. But it's very soon. You guys will get the updates soon.
We are definitely waiting for that update. But congratulations on your career so far, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much
tonight. You've been a wonderful ambassador for Nigeria boxing, and we will continue to follow your career and support you here on Game On as best as we can. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.